Every morning starts the same way for you. The alarm rings, the coffee brews, and a promise echoes in your mind. Today, I'll finally be productive. You have big dreams. A side business to launch, a skill to master, a healthier lifestyle to build. But there's one problem. Time just disappears. 1 minute it's morning, the next it's midnight, and you're wondering where the entire day went. It's not like you're lazy. You're busy, constantly moving, constantly doing something. But at the end of each day, the important things remain untouched. Sound familiar? Here's what most people don't understand. We are not lacking motivation or discipline. We have a brain wiring problem. And until we understand how the brain actually works, we'll keep fighting the same losing battle. We all want the same thing, to feel accomplished, to look back at the day and know it meant something. Finally bring those dreams from imagination into reality. You have tried everything. Motivational videos at 6 a.m., productivity apps, color-coded calendars, that popular planner everyone swears by. For a few days, maybe even a week, these tools work. You feel unstoppable. But then, like clockwork, everything falls apart. The cycle repeats. Hope, effort, failure. Hope, effort, failure. And with each cycle, the voice in your head grows louder. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But what if the problem isn't yours? What if the problem is that nobody taught you how the brain actually decides what to do with time? Let's talk about what's really happening inside your brain, because this is where the real battle is being fought. Your brain has two systems constantly competing for control. First, meet the reward brain. This is the ancient, powerful part that says, I want pleasure now. The reward brain doesn't care about your dreams. It's been evolving for millions of years with one job: seek immediate pleasure and avoid immediate discomfort. And it's very good at its job. Then there's the planning brain. This is the newer, weaker part that thinks about the future. It's the voice saying, we should work on that project. Future us will thank us. But here's the problem. In a direct fight, the reward brain wins almost every time. It's faster and stronger, and it has a secret weapon: dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Every time you check your phone, watch a video, or switch tasks, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels good, and the brain wants more. Here's what makes this truly insidious. Important work, the stuff that actually matters, doesn't provide instant dopamine. Writing that business plan? Delayed reward. Going to the gym? Delayed reward. Learning that skill? Delayed reward. So you sit down to do important work, and within minutes, the reward brain starts screaming, this is uncomfortable. This is boring. Check your phone. Just 5 minutes. You deserve a break. And because the reward brain is so loud and the planning brain is so quiet, you give in. 1 check becomes 10, 5 minutes becomes an hour, and another day slips away. You need to learn a critical truth. You can't fight your reward brain, but you can rewire it. The brain is neuroplastic. It physically changes based on what we repeatedly do. That means we can teach the reward brain to crave the right things. Here's the technique that changes everything: the Dopamine Reset Protocol. Step 1. The Dopamine Detox Morning. For the first 90 minutes after waking up, you have to eliminate all easy dopamine. No phone, no social media, no news, no email. This isn't punishment, it's strategic. By starving the reward brain of easy dopamine, important tasks suddenly become relatively more appealing. Step 2. The friction swap. You need to increase friction for distractions and decrease friction for important work. The phone goes in another room. Apps get logged out. The important project? Its materials are already open on the desk, ready to go. The reward brain is lazy. It takes the path of least resistance. So we make important work the easiest thing to do. Step 3, the sacred sprint. You need to commit to just 25 minutes of focused work. Not the whole project, not even an hour, just 25 minutes. Here's the magic. The reward brain can tolerate 25 minutes of discomfort. And once you start, the brain's momentum system kicks in. Starting is the hardest part. After 25 minutes, you can take a 5-minute break. But here's the crucial part. The break is low dopamine. A walk, water, stretching, no phone. Step 4, the progress capture. After each sprint, you should write down one specific thing they accomplished. The reward brain needs feedback, but instead of getting it from social media likes, you should teach your brain to get dopamine from real progress. Over time, something remarkable will happen. The brain starts to associate important work with reward. The neural pathways will strengthen. What once required willpower will become increasingly automatic. 3 weeks later, your life will look completely different. Not because you became superhuman, but because you stopped fighting your brain and started working with it. The business? Launched. The skill? Progressing daily. What are the health goals? Becoming reality. But more important than any of that, you will finally experience something you haven't felt in years. The quiet satisfaction of a day well spent. The solid knowledge that time wasn't wasted, it was invested. Time management isn't about forcing yourself to focus. It's about understanding that your brain is an organ that responds to patterns and incentives. When you rewire your reward system, you don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You need strategy. The key lessons: 1. Your brain seeks pleasure and avoids discomfort. You can't change this, but you can redirect it. 2. Reduce easy dopamine to make important work relatively more appealing. 3. Decrease friction for what matters, increases it for what doesn't. 4. Start small. 25 minutes is enough to begin rewiring. 5. Track progress to train your brain to seek accomplishment, not distraction. Share this protocol with others stuck in the same cycle, because once you understand how your brain works, you realize something powerful. You were never broken. You were never lazy. You just didn't know the rules of the game. Now you do. Your brain is the most sophisticated machine ever created. It's time to learn how to drive it. Start tomorrow morning. 90 minutes, no easy dopamine. 1 sprint, 25 minutes. 1 task, 1 step forward. That's all it takes to begin. The question isn't whether you can rewire your brain. The question is, will you? Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to our channel to encourage us to create more videos.